Hi, hello beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delport here. And today I want to talk about a health tip. Something very important, just one thing that you need to be aware of that can improve your health. Right, and I'm doing this because I've seen a huge increase in my own clients wanting more information of how they can be healthier, or return to to feeling healthy again. And I have got more than 15 years experience as being an holistic health coach and a lifestyle coach. So today I want to specifically talk about something that is for me really important, and I know many people shun this because it's easier to ignore it than to pay attention to it. So I'm just going to talk about it today and just allow it to sink in for you so that you can make the small changes in your life that will have a humongous impact on how you're feeling day to day and over your long-term health as well. Okay, so today I specifically want to talk about EMF pollution, electromagnetic field pollution, or radiation, or smoke, whatever you want to call it. What is it? So I'm going to read this for you actually, so that you can understand what exactly it is. So EMFs are generated by everyday items such as mobile phones, electrical appliances, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. EMF are intentionally produced and used to transmit information wirelessly over great distances or to heat things such as food, right? So we use EMF every time we listen to the radio, we watch TV, we watch Netflix, we warm up food in the oven or in the microwave. EMFs are also generated when electricity is produced, like power plants, and being distributed, so power lines, any electrical wiring, okay? And whenever we use an electric appliance at home. So EMFs also include things that are not just wireless, but also use wires. It's both, it's wireless and it uses wires, okay? It's important to get that because if you think about that, there's wires everywhere. Our homes has got electrical wiring everywhere. Our cars, the buses, the trains, the airplanes, electrical wiring everywhere, okay? So it's pretty difficult to escape EMF pollution. But there's also a good source of EMF, okay? And that is what happens in nature. That is the Earth's magnetic field, that's EMF. And also the sun also emits EMF, which is good for us, but we don't want too much of it because then we get sunburned, right? So I'm not going to go more because you get different radio frequencies of EMF. So we know when we're near a big power plant, you can feel it, and you don't feel the wiring in your house like that. So you get different frequencies of it. But they all have detrimental health effects. And why I want to talk about this today is because of earpods. I see so many people walking around with earpods, having them in their ears all the time. Any Bluetooth device that you put into your ear, it is so dangerous, right? You are literally, so what does earpods do? Any wireless headphone, what does it do? It literally, a wireless communicate with something else. So your iPhone, your iPad, whatever, your car, whatever, by sending a magnetic field through your brain. So we put these earpods in. So this is wireless devices we put in, Bluetooth devices. And this has got a direct impact on our neurological health, because it leads to neurological disorders and cancer, right? Now, like I say, it is very difficult to avoid EMF, but there's small things we can do that will have a huge impact on that. And I'm going to talk about all of those today. Just a few I'm going to mention. As you know, I'm always on the move. I'm a nomad, so I don't live anywhere where I can, have it fully protected. My home used to be fully protected as much as it can against EMF. So if you want more information on that, then please do feel free to contact me about how you can do that. So with EMF pollution, children are much more sensitive to it, right? So that is why it is not a good idea for a child to be on a mobile phone, because their skulls are much softer, they're less developed, and they're much easier. These signals, this magnetic field that is just going straight into their little heads. And we know that these, it's been proven that a mobile phone use where you have next to your head when you're talking on, that's why you always put it on speakerphone and have it quite far from you, or you can use earphones with a wire, and you do get wired earphones, and I had a pair but I lost it, which is EMF safe. Okay, so you can just Google earphones that are EMF free or that's safe to use. You can buy those, and then you can use your mobile phone. Also, never put your mobile phone on your body when it's on, because wherever you put it, we've noticed this over many years, that people that tend to carry their phones in their pockets, they end up with a pain there somewhere, like a hip pain or a low back pain or a groin pain or something. And that is because of this is what EMF does. It lowers the immune health. So if you already have a compromised immune system, you definitely do not want to have a mobile phone on you, and you definitely do not want to use a Bluetooth device, like earphones, okay? There are many Bluetooth devices, and it's important we switch it all off at night when we go to sleep. So when you do have your phone on you, make sure it's in airplane mode or switched off, okay? So scientifically it's proven that using AirPods or Bluetooth, any Bluetooth device, increases cancer, increase in harmful free radicals, structural and functional changes of the reproductive system, neurological disorders, cellular stress, genetic damages, learning and memory deficits, negative impacts on general well-being. Now, this is scientific research, okay? So if you already have an autoimmune disease, you definitely want to take serious note of this, okay? So I'm going to talk about everything you can do, but I just want to point out again that this is everywhere we go. We have EMF pollution, and especially now with 5G, it's even so much stronger. So grounding and earthing is more important than ever before. Get your naked feet, your naked legs, your arms, hug a tree onto the earth, connect with plants. And also this EMF pollution that I'm talking about, it's got a very negative impact on the plant and animal life as well, all right? So if we can just switch off our devices and our electricity as much as possible, it not only will have a very positive influence on our well-being, but also on nature. And we need to look after ourselves and this beautiful planet we're living on. So Yeah, so Bluetooth technology, I'm just going to read this. Bluetooth technology, like the use by AirPods, is typically low intensity, but it's the close proximity to your brain that makes earbuds particularly dangerous, especially since they tend to be used for long periods. So this scientist Moskovich said that technology could open the blood-brain barrier, which evolved to keep large molecules out of the brain. Now, since this article, that has been proven by other scientists as well. So how do we know when we are being influenced by EMF pollution? Okay, so there's quite a few symptoms here. So things will be like, if you're feeling tired, if you're waking up in the morning and you're feeling tired, EMF pollution can be one of the reasons, especially if you have your charger plugged in for your phone, and if you have your computer, going to bed with that, or maybe you have electrical devices switched on in your room, because the electricity is in our walls. So that can lead to that waking up feeling tired, because our immune system at night is when we recover. But if at night we are being activated by Wi-Fi and by electricity, our immune system cannot fully recover, right? So it's important that at night when you go to bed that you switch off your Wi-Fi. You have to switch it off to give your body that break, that rest. And even if you can, switch off the electricity in your room so there's no electricity running through the walls and the floor and the ceiling, wherever. Okay? And especially for children, in children's room, great idea to switch off the electricity in the child's room, and give them a torch if they're scared of night, something like that. Right. So let's talk about how we can protect ourselves, making small changes. So like I say, switching off the Wi-Fi at night, putting your phone on airplane mode when it's on your body or when you're not using it, okay? Because even when you're not using it, if it's just lying there somewhere, it's emitting the radio frequency, the EMF pollution, all right? The same with laptops. Laptops and computers, very strong electromagnetic field, that frequency that's coming off that. So so what I normally recommend to my clients is that they either have shungite stones or orgonite pyramids. But even better than that, if you can get an earthing mat for your workstation, that would be absolutely perfect. Get an earthing mat for your workstation or for your laptop. What I personally use, like I say, I use the crystals as well as a bioenergetic plates that I have with me always, and the bioenergetic cube as well. Now, switch these things off when you're not using it. It is very important to switch anything off when you're not using it. Another strong EMF polluter is fluorescent bulbs. So if you've got fluorescent bulbs, just replace it with normal bulbs, okay? Just because they are really bad for your health, really are. So when you're speaking on your phone, use a wired earphone, or have your speaker on, and avoid using any blue screen before you go to bed, any iPad, iPhones before you go to bed for an hour, because it stimulates the cortisol in the body. So you really want your body to start getting into that relaxed phase before you go to bed. So what I also want to point out is that we are on this beautiful earth journey. This is our spiritual journey, and everything that I encourage my clients to do is to really build that connection with soul, with your team in spirit, with your intuition, with your inner guidance, so that you know that you are on the right path and that you are coming from a place of divine guidance. And electromagnetic field pollution is cutting that off. It is dampening that. It's kind of like, if you think there will be more interruptions in the connection with your team in spirit, with your soul. And if you think that your pineal gland and your pituitary gland, they are both right in the center of your head. So whenever you're using a mobile phone or a Bluetooth earpiece, AirPods, you are literally damaging the most important glands in your body, because your pituitary gland is your master gland. It regulates everything in your body. So not only are you actually doing damage to your neurological system and to your brain health, you are cutting off, influencing, not just cutting off, you're influencing your signal with your intuition. And that is pretty serious, because when we have that interference with our third eye, how do you know that the information you're receiving from your team in spirit is the correct information for you? So that's just something else to think of there again. I just want to point out before I say goodbye to you, the more side effects of EMF pollution, which I can't find now, but it does include things like hot flushes as well. So if you find yourself getting hot, cold, if you're feeling very tired, if you're feeling depressed and anxious, EMF pollution increases anxiety as well, right? It can also help. It can also make you feel tired but wired, like like you're plugged in. It can also make you feel a little bit, it does influence how you focus, so it can really break up your focus as well. So make sure you have crystals around you, or like I say, the earthing mats. You can also get earthing mats or earthing sheets, I should say, for your bed, to really help your body settle down from all the EMFs we're absorbing all day, every day. And spending as much time as you can bare feet in nature or arms around a tree, that helps your body to release the stress that we absorb from the EMF frequencies. So there's a few pointers there for you, but I really wanted to talk about this today because we're all doing so much work to improve our health, to improve our spiritual journey. But there is little things like this that is actually not little at all, that is actually very big. So I hope you find this helpful. If you do have any questions about this, then please pop it in the comments or send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. So check out Ibrahim Karim's biogeometry. He's got quite a few nice little things that, like I said, I've got that with me always wherever I travel. And I've got my crystals wherever I go, my organite pyramids, and the same for when we're out and about during the day. How do you protect yourself from all this EMF smog? Okay, so I hope you find this helpful. I'm doing this out of love for everyone, and I hope this helps you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I see you soon. Bye.